If you are sitting there today, staring at a stack of bills, or you've hit a sudden emergency, and you're about to retire or you are already living on a fixed income, I need you to pause. I need you to take a deep breath, and I need you to look at me right now. Because today, we are talking about a very specific financial tool that is flooding the market, and it's called the Klover Cash Advance app. You might have seen the commercials, or maybe your kids or grandkids told you about it. They say, look, you can get up to $750 before your next deposit hits, with zero interest, zero late fees, and absolutely no credit check. And I know exactly what happens in your heart when you hear that. You feel a sense of relief. You think, finally, a lifeline. A way to bridge the gap without walking into a predatory payday loan store or begging a bank that doesn't care about me. But stand up straight, because we need to talk about the truth. We need to talk about what you are actually trading away to get that $40, $50, or $100. Let's address the fear first. I know the fear that keeps you awake at 2 o'clock in the morning. It is the fear of running out of money before the month runs out. When you are on a fixed income, or you are looking down the barrel of retirement, every single dollar counts. Inflation has driven up the cost of your groceries, your prescription medications, and your electric bill. The margin for error is gone. So when an emergency happens, say, the car needs a new alternator, or the dental copay is higher than you thought, you panic. You ask yourself, how am I going to make it to the next deposit? And that fear makes you vulnerable. It makes you look for quick fixes. That is exactly where apps like Klover step in. They present themselves as your financial best friend. And look, let's give credit where credit is due. Klover is a real, legitimate app. It is not a scam in the legal sense. But you have got to understand how it works before you download it onto your smartphone. The title of this video is How to Get a Klover Cash Advance, and I am going to tell you exactly how to do it step by step. But I am also going to tell you the hidden costs that they don't put in bold print. To get a cash advance from Klover, you download the app and you are asked to link your primary checking account. Right out of the gate, you need to know that this account must be an active checking account for at least 90 days, and it has to be in good standing. Savings accounts do not work. But here is the massive roadblock for so many of you. Klover's system strictly requires at least 3 consecutive, consistent direct deposits from a traditional employer within the last 60 days. The payroll names have to match exactly. If you are already fully retired and your money comes from Social Security, a pension, or an investment account distribution, Klover's algorithm will very often flag you as ineligible. They do not accept cash deposits, paper checks, or transfers from apps like PayPal or Venmo as qualifying income. They are looking for a traditional paycheck. Now, if you do have a part-time job or you are still working those final months before retirement and you meet that criteria, the app will instantly scan your banking data. It checks your cash flow, your spending habits, and your history. And no, they do not check your FICO credit score. To them, your credit score doesn't matter. Your daily banking behavior does. Once the algorithm approves you, they will tell you your advance limit. Now, the advertising says up to $750, but let's get real. The vast majority of first-time users are only approved for $25, $50, or maybe $100. The average advance is around $160 to $170. Once you are approved for that small amount, you have a choice to make regarding how you receive the money. If you choose the standard transfer, it is completely free, but it takes up to 3 business days to land in your account. They package that data up and utilize it for market research and advertising. Not only that, but if you want to increase your advance limit from that tiny $25 up to something higher, you are forced to participate in their in-app points program. What does that mean? It means you have to sit there on your phone, watching 60-second advertisements, taking long consumer surveys, scanning your physical store receipts, and linking your other retail loyalty accounts, like Target or Walgreens, to earn points. You are literally working for pennies, trading your time and your deeply personal privacy, just to unlock the privilege of borrowing another $20 of your own hard-earned money. Is that what you want for your retirement? Do you want to spend your golden years watching ads on a phone screen to please an algorithm so you can avoid an overdraft fee? No, you deserve better than that. So, what is the actionable takeaway here? If you are about to retire or you are currently retired, your absolute highest priority must be protecting your cash flow and your financial autonomy. Cash advance apps are a symptom of a deeper problem. They're a band-aid on a wound that needs stitches. If you rely on borrowing $50 this week just to make it to next week, you are trapped in a cycle. Because next week, when Klover automatically deducts that $50 plus the fee, you are going to be $55 short for the next cycle. You become hooked on the app just to stay even. If you absolutely must use Klover because it is a dire emergency, here is your rule of engagement. Download the app, link the account, take the advance. But do not pay the express fee unless the world is ending. Plan ahead by 3 days, take the free standard transfer, and refuse to play the points game. Do not sell your privacy for a temporary quick fix. But even better, let's look at the real solutions. Look at your budget today. If things are tight, you need to call your utility companies and ask for a balanced billing plan or senior discount programs. You need to look at your insurance policies and shop them around to lower those premiums. If you need a temporary bridge, talk to a local credit union, which often offers low-interest or no-interest emergency loans for seniors without predatory data mining practices. You have worked too hard for too many decades to let a smartphone app control your peace of mind. Be the master of your money. Understand the tools, recognize the traps, and protect your financial freedom with everything you've got. You can do this.